Hi everybody, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend, and I just wanted to come on here because I wanted to talk about the pressures of being a perfect mom, and obviously whilst you're carrying a baby, everything textbook wise you have to follow and you have to feel like it has to be perfect. That puts a lot of stress and strain under yourself, and I wanted to come on here to talk to you about, obviously being a third time mum. There is such a big gap between Ella and this baby, so I do sort of feel like I'm having my first again. I know my body definitely feels like it's having its first again, but I just feel it's not as important to me just to be this perfect person. It put so much stress and strain under myself when I was having Lauren, and I think being a younger mum, I wanted to prove to everybody that I was a good mum, or good enough to be a mum just like everybody else. Yeah, all right, I had her at 20-year-old, and it was tough, but I was literally that textbook mum. I read everything, I did everything, and I think I did put a lot of pressure on myself. And I just wanted to come on here, and because I just wanted to sort of say to people that doesn't have to be the case. You don't have to be perfect in everything that you do. You don't have to be a perfect wife or girlfriend, because let's face it, nobody is. Every pregnancy is different, and you learn a lot throughout pregnancy, and especially if you're a first time mum, you read so much, and every day, like I do even now, you read so much about how you've got to do this, and how the baby needs this, and how the baby needs that. But one thing I can't stress to you enough is how you feel. Don't put yourself under too much stress. The baby will get into some sort of routine when the baby's here. Don't expect too much from yourself. Keep yourself busy. Obviously, if you're going to work, I'm lucky that I can work from home and work the hours that I want to work, but I wasn't like that when I had the other two girls. I was working, and you are carrying a baby, and then you feel like you have to come home and like do everything. Well, no, you really don't. There's so much to do, and so much that you think that you have to do, because you think that everything has to just be perfect. Well, everything is going to be perfect. It will work out exactly how you want it to work out, and you have to remember that this baby is coming into an already uniformed lifestyle, whether there's just you on your own, or there's you and a partner, or you're going to finish work or whatever. Please don't think that your whole life has to change just because you're bringing a baby into this world. That baby is going to just fit in with everything that you do. So please do not put so much pressure on yourself like I did with my first child. My second child, Ella, was further sort of so much laid back than Lauren was, because I expected Lauren to do this at this day, and at this month I had to do this, and at that month. And with Ella, I literally brought this child home to what was already a family, and she settled in far quicker because I wasn't fussy, I wasn't stressing. She'd come home and we all enjoyed the cuddles and things like that, but I wasn't panicking. Oh, she's missed a feed. I wasn't panicking. Oh, she slept an hour, I should have woke her up. No, Emma, you shouldn't. You should have just left her to sleep. You will know as a mum when something's not right. You will know. But first and foremost, you have to stop worrying about having everything just so perfect. That's just not normal. You know, it's not, we don't live in a Disney, you know, movie lifestyle. We live in a lifestyle that you are accustomed to and what you give yourself, and that baby will fit into that absolutely fine. I haven't panicked at all throughout this pregnancy, wondering if, you know, things are going to change and this, that, other. And, you know, I know for a fact I'm going to love every minute of what this baby is going to bring to me, but it will, you know, the baby will fit in to how it needs to fit in, and I won't stress about making sure that, you know, we have a routine for this baby over the first couple of nights, because believe you me, this baby ain't gonna have a routine, you know. So please don't worry if you are up 2 or 3 nights, all night, every night. It might just be the case until, you know, your baby settles. Don't expect your baby to come home and, you know, go to bed at 8 and know exactly that, oh, this is bedtime now, so, you know, I need to wake up in about 4 hours. Don't have too many high expectations. Just enjoy the progress and don't worry about anything. You know, if this is your first baby, please don't think that, you know, you've got to sometimes get out of your pajamas just because there's a woman on social media that's, you know, up every day walking her kids and this, that and other. You know, let's face it, please, it's just not normality. You know, I think I stayed in my pajamas for the first 3 months of Lauren's life. I think I really did. I did not know what had hit me. And with Ella, I just thought, well, maybe you're going to have to cry for a couple of minutes whilst I stick some clothes on, or you're going to have to sit there in that chair whilst I go in the shower. And if you cry, you're going to have to cry, lady, because I need to be clean. Then I will deal with you. You know, please don't feel like the house has to be spick and span, or tea's got to be on the table as soon as he walks through the door, because your life will change, you know, a little bit when you bring this baby home. But, you know, don't be drastic with it where it makes you unhappy. You know, and I think that the best advice is the advice that you give to yourself. I mean, everybody's got advice. Everybody's got things that, you know, worked for them and this, that and other. But, you know, you've got to just do what works for you. But as well as being a mother, you're a human being, whether you're a mum or a dad, and you have needs as well. You know, so you please don't forget about how important it is to make one another feel important, because you have brought something so amazing into this world. But sometimes you forget about one another, and, you know, then you start feeling neglected, or he starts feeling neglected, and, you know, you have to still remember why you initially wanted to do this, and the times that you spent together. And, you know, that doesn't need to change. Hormones and stuff will kick in big time. But do not hide any kind of postnatal depression. Do not hide it. It is not a fault. It is not a problem to say, you know, I am struggling. Like that, there is help out there. But as far as being perfect, we don't live in a perfect world. So don't expect too much from yourself. You know, you do what you need to do, and as long as you're happy on a daily basis, everything else will fall into place. Everything. You know, you expect to have like this perfect pregnancy, and you've got to eat this and you've got to eat that. The first 3 months of my pregnancy, I ate McDonald's chips. Not getting many nutrients in there, am I? I didn't even train because I could not get myself out of bed. Did I kick myself? Did I eat myself up? No, I didn't. No, I did not. Because, you know, I just made sure that, I was getting what I wanted. And if there was going to be a problem, then, you know, I would have, like, told them about it. But I knew this is my first trimester, and this baby is making me feel extremely poorly, so the only thing that I can eat and keep down are McDonald's chips, and I hate that. I mean, if I'd have had that with Lauren, I would have been mortified, absolutely mortified. And I come from an industry that is hell-bent on eating really, really healthy. The really healthy, I'm saying I'm probably quite old style when it comes to that, so I just eat. But yeah, I haven't, like, and even because I couldn't go to the gym, I didn't kick myself about it. You know, there were times I did feel a little bit fed up and I think, why can't I do this? But at the end of the day, I knew it wasn't going to last. So I did not stress about it. So please don't stress about things. Everything comes to an end. If you're ill and you're in your first trimester, eat what you need to eat. If that's the case, just make sure you're getting plenty of fluids in you. But when it comes to you as a person, you do not beat yourself up about anything. You are not there to be perfect at everything, she says. But you're not. You're really not. You know, everything goes two ways when you're bringing a baby home into the household. It's not just you. Yeah, you've carried that baby and you've delivered that baby, but it's a 50-50 responsibility. And that's how I see it. You know, this baby doesn't just belong to you. So if you want to, you know, go and have a little pamper day and this, that and other, then crack on, go and do that. Do not ever feel guilty of doing that. And I have so many people saying, God, I just feel guilty for going and get my hair done. Did you feel guilty before? No. God, I feel guilty for just wanting to nip out with, you know, and have a glass of wine. Did you feel guilty when you were on your 14th bottle? No. You know, but so don't do that. Don't do that. Don't neglect yourself. Obviously, the baby is going to be loved, and you know, the baby is like, well, it's your world, but you are your world as well, and your partner's your world as well. But he has to make sure that you're his, and I'm very lucky, you know, with how my life's turned out, because I'd never felt like that when I had Lauren and Ella, and you know, I never felt like it was just all me. I never felt like I don't know. I never felt important. So that's probably why it didn't last. But you know, now I do. Now I feel like we're really getting. You know, we are just a total partnership, and he's like my best friend. And you know, he's dead excited about this baby, and we've done some amazing things together before this baby come along. So that's not going to stop, and I feel important, and I feel it makes me feel lovely and sexy, and you know, so you are a woman at the end of the day, and we all have them needs. So not only are you going to be a mother, which is the most amazing thing in the world, just don't lose yourself. Do not lose yourself in this whole bubble that you've got yourself in. So I hope I enjoyed that little chat, because I think I wanted to say that, because I do also feel like I'm going through it again, first time. It's 15-16 years nearly since I had my youngest, Ella, so it is brand new again, and I'm making sure this time that I don't neglect myself, and Liam doesn't neglect himself. You know, he's golfing days and he plays rugby, and obviously he has to keep them. You know, my pamper days, the days that I go and spend with Lauren and Ella, I will keep them. So things don't have to change, because sometimes drastic change doesn't, unless it's because you know that needs to happen. Sometimes you just have to get a grip of it and make sure that, you know, you are putting yourself first as well sometimes. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, ladies, and I will speak to you soon. Have a lovely, lovely week, and don't forget to subscribe. And you know, if you're obviously wanting to do the training and stuff, I do put short videos on, because if you filmed them all, I'm normally like laid on floor, struggling to breathe, but it is what it is. Okay guys, take care, bye bye.